Hey everybody, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Ultimate Vanilla Run. Once again, before we get started on this run, I'm going to quickly go over the secrets that we found in the last run, starting at the beginning. The Book of Sins. Now, as I stated in the last video, the Book of Sins does indeed become unlocked when you have defeated all of the mini-bosses. All 7 of the mini-bosses that are the 7 deadly sins. Now, Little Chad is unlocked when you defeat the boss Chad, which I didn't think we did, so I'm a little curious as to how that one happened. I know we fought Carrion Queen, but I'm pretty sure that's not where we unlocked it, so I guess we're just gonna have to go with the game on this one and presume that it is correct. Across. So Across is in fact defeating the Womb 2 boss with Maggie. So I was right when I called that, I'm pretty sure. Now, Everything is Terrible was defeating the Womb 2 for the 6th time. That's what we got from that, which is what unlocked Sheol and also supposedly has made the game harder. Guardian Angel. Now this is where things get a little strange. The Guardian Angel is from defeating Satan, which we got from, well, defeating Satan with Maggie, which was not bad. But the weird part is getting the wafer. Sorry, I thought that one was the weird one. The weird one is getting the wafer. So defeating Satan actually counted as defeating the Womb 2 boss again. So the wafer is what you usually get from defeating the Womb 2 boss for the 7th time. So we got the 6th time and the 7th time. As you know, the mom kills kind of stack. They count. Killing mom isn't just, mom's heart or beating the game. You can get multiple mom kills in a single playthrough if you defeat multiple of the quote-unquote final bosses. That's pretty much a summary of the game that we had last time. It was a really nice abusive run, and we unlocked a good number of things. So with this run, I'm just going to go with Isaac because I have a few things to talk about, and hopefully Isaac will be nice and easy. Well, quote-unquote easy. Supposedly the game's gotten harder and whatnot. So, as many of you have noticed, I have actually started to release my series, The Binding of Isaac University. Currently, I just have the stats and just general item. Anarchist Cookbook. We haven't seen this yet, actually. So I'm just going to pick it up. But yeah, so I've been releasing some Binding of Isaac University videos, and I actually wanted to take this one step further by being even more informative. So as you've noticed, I've obviously not said anything about the Anarchist Cookbook just yet. I will get there. I'm gonna continue to explore the floor. But as my consciousness, my stream of consciousness that I use to cast these... Ooh, that was close. Because basically I'm kind of cold casting what I'm playing, and I get sidetracked, I say things, I start to say things. Oh, that was terrible. And I waste half a heart, too. But yeah, so basically, because I get distracted, the level of education that I was hoping to achieve with some of these playthroughs just isn't achieved. It's just not there. Mostly because there's a lot to talk about, and I don't want to slow down my gameplay because these videos are already an hour long, usually. So, in order to do that, we'll use the Anarchist Cookbook, so you'll get to see what it does. It's basically the tower, and oh, some nice damage there, although it was a little risky. But yeah, so I'm trying to create a method in order to do that, and I kind of mentioned that in my first Binding of Isaac University video. Just because I wanted it to be clear as to why I was doing what I was doing. So one of the things that I'm going to be coming out with, and I did mention it in my stats video, let's hope this is a good tarot card. The Sun, it's not bad. I could go for the Secret Room. Secret Room can actually only be... No, it could be here, it could be below the next room, but this is more likely. Well, shit. I would like an arcade on the next floor. Key and a coin. Anyway, so I'm going to start putting out videos for each item that I find, as I find it, hopefully. I'm going to keep it in collection order on a nice playlist. It's going to be a separate playlist from the Binding of Isaac University ones, because they're going to be significantly shorter videos. Well, I can give no more fucks about keys, because that is the skeleton key. I've gotten 99 keys. Open chests with abandon. But basically these videos are going to be really short, probably under 5 minutes. There are a few of them that are going to be a little bit long, because for some reason pills and tarot cards show up. They show up underneath on the collection screen, which is a little weird, but you know, whatever. So those videos will be a little bit longer. Just in general, there will be a few that kind of go a little bit longer because they're more complex items. Nice, small rock, which is a damage boost and a tears up and a damage up, or it's a speed down, actually. I can feel myself being slower. Hopefully the damage will be nice. But yeah, so by doing that, I'll be able to specifically address videos, and that way, if you're watching this, you're just kind of watching me do silly things, just to watch me do silly things. I mean, let's be honest, some of these runs are a little terrible. You can watch them for entertainment, or to just hear me talk about relatively few things in comparison to what all the things that could be said about a single run. That's fine. I have nothing against that. In fact, that's how I actually started learning the most about Binding of Isaac, is just by watching casts in general. Some from BizNap, some from Northern Lion, just kind of a lot of general watching of videos. I didn't, kind of dig through the wiki at first, but I learned a lot just by talking to people, and like some of my friends that played it, and also by watching those videos. So, you just kind of collect. Yeah, I'll head to the arcade first. Actually, no, I'll go to the boss first, and then I'll see if I can use the arcade to get myself down to a single heart to get into the boss challenge room. But just by, examining people's logic. Oh man, I almost couldn't dodge that. I'm just gonna use this to see what happens. Oh, that was beautiful. I kinda am tempted to dead cat this. I'm not going to. It's gonna stick around. Maybe I'll have an option to. We'll see what happens with the boss challenge room. But yeah, with these smaller videos, I'm gonna create links within my videos. Like when you see an item on a pedestal, I'll probably put a nice little annotation on it that if you click on it, you can get yourself. You could get yourself to that video about that item. So if you see an item you want to know more about, you have the option to click on it and see what's going on, which I think would be really cool, personally. I've thought about doing some other stuff. Can I get? Yes, I can get out of that door. There's some other ideas that I have about what to do with the fact that, the right and left side of the screen are, just black bars right now. I've thought about, because right now I pretty much just do raw, money. Why not? I can go to the shop. Oh yeah, I'm using the sun, get myself to full health. I don't want to die in a boss challenge room on the Cellar 2. But yeah, so that way if you really want to learn more about stuff, I'm thinking maybe I can stick some editing, actually use my editing software that I try not to use because it just means longer lag time on videos. As it is, I've already just been setting up the videos that I'm going to be recording for the different items is taking forever because there's almost 200 items in this game, and there's a lot that can be said about them. So I want to keep overhead low, but at the same time, it'd be great if I could do something like that. I've got an idea. I think I know what I want to do. But, wow, I don't know why I even tried. But yeah, I just want to let you guys in on that little secret just because at some point here, basically, there's going to be almost like 200 videos. Oh man, I could be obnoxious. I'm going to do it. I'm only going to have 6 cents to do it, but I'm going to do it. Now, I should think about where the secret... Oh, we know where the secret room is. How do we know where the secret room is? I'm confused. How did I know about this? I didn't pick up the compass. Oh! No, never mind. Oh yeah, I used the sun card, that's why. I used the sun card. Sure, let's check it out. See what's in there. Maybe it's some more money. What I'm going to do is a similar exploit to one of the previous exploits that I've done. Am I going to take the dead cat? I don't think I'm going to take the dead cat. So as you can see, I've already kind of lost my train of thought about what I was talking about. Just because that's how I work. I'm so focused on trying to beat this game for you guys. You know, because I haven't already done that. I'll take that. Come on. You know you want to do it. I don't need keys. Okay, I got a pretty fly. This actually could mean this won't work. Now I'm getting good value out of this. That's not gonna work. And what is this? Oh, who can say no? Yes, please. Oh, tears down. I hate you too. Tears up. Oh, that was health up. Oh, that wasn't. I thought that was gonna be another tears up. Well, we've got a telepills. We can even get out of this. That's another tears down. Yeah, I don't want to get out of here. Oh, I couldn't quite get fast if I'm too slow. Oh man, that was one of the best I am air rooms I've seen. The reason why I wanted to get back out is because I would like to... See, I've got one heart there. I think I had another half a heart in the boss room. But you know, I want to get back out because I want to play this blood donation machine. Oh man, this is another ridiculous run. I have nothing else to say about that. So much good stuff happening this run. Nice nickel. And we don't even have to bother with it because I get a blood bag. That was actually silly. I'm gonna go back to the... Man, we've had some really good runs for abusing things. Now, I still don't have the ability to break this game. I can abuse it, but I cannot break it. And that's because I do not have the D6 or the D20. I don't have either of those unlocked. Now, I'm moving here because, similar to last run, my goal is to spawn a non-specific fly. We haven't seen this one yet. Okay, I'll take another pretty fly. Now I should probably save some money for the shop next floor. Like I really should. But this, I'm just getting so much good stuff. There we go. And now we get another boss. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if that's because the deal with the devil room was open. Alright, well there's not much more that I can do on this floor, so I'm thinking... I'm just gonna go back here, maybe blow up that slot machine. See if I can get some coins. Maybe play the shell game? Maybe just blow up both of them. 2 coins, half a heart. I'll play you once. Amuse me. Alright, so I get a bomb back. But I still lose a coin. And net gain of a coin and for a bomb. Coin for bomb, terrible deal. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't really have any much more to say about my new series, but I guess if you are subscribed, as I said, prepare your inbox. Nice. I'll take 2 free bombs. Despite the fact that we got some tears down pills, we are still... Man, what is going on? I thought this game was supposed to get harder, not easier. I accidentally made that flub in the last video about it getting easier instead of harder. And it's actually like trying to prove something to me or something silly. Now I shouldn't walk in here because I'm gonna be sad about that purse being there. But considering that I don't have the D6, I don't have the Polaroid unlocked. This is stuff that if you don't know about Endgame Isaac, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about, which is fine. We will get there. But because I don't have half that stuff unlocked, oh my gosh, it's not even a bad idea for me to be doing the stuff that I'm doing. I mean, I'll go buy that purse. I will buy that purse right now. Zoom all the way back across. We'll luckily probably never have to come back this way, although I could... I forget what that pill was. That pill was pretty fly. Yep, I will totally take a third orbital and a spirit heart. I say that translated out pretty well for what you can find. I love the little animation of that purse on your shoulder. Makes Isaac absolutely ridiculous. Not that, you know, half the other stuff that he's wearing on his head. Oh, it's a library. Alright, so this is something that I haven't actually discussed because it hasn't actually come up. But when you pick up a book... Dude, I don't want a Harbinger. Shoot. Alright, so two things to explain here. One, if you touch a book, if you pick up a book, even if you set it back down, like the Anarchist Cookbook, it increases your chance of finding a library. Just for the rest of the game, on all the floors, it increases your chance of finding a library. And libraries are awesome, because you can find really cool stuff in them. And also, they're really good for breaking the game later on, once you've actually gotten the tools to do so. Because the library pool is just all books, and that's why it's not generally referred to as an item pool, is because it's really, like, just disgustingly simple pool. Is it a book? Yes, it's in there. I mean, that's kind of how it works. Yeah, if you empty that pool, it just starts pulling treasure room pools, which means that if you've managed to re-roll all the books, voila, you have, surprise, surprise, a double item room. Glorious. Now, I did not take that deal with the devil, so I'm not going to say it's going to happen, because if I say it's going to happen, it won't. Now I'm going to use my... wow, I can't even... Book of Revelations. I can use it now that I've seen the boss. But yeah, there's a chance of getting an angel room, which could lead to some fun stuff. This is a champion... Gertie that just spawns a crap ton of stuff. Does occasionally shoot. With 3 orbitals though, I'm just living the high life here. Yeah, I could drop some bombs on her, but honestly it's not that big of a deal. Just by spinning around, the flies aren't going to get to me. My orbitals hurt fly enemies, so the chances of them actually getting through are also really small. Now we're going to have a 25% chance. Angel room. Ah, so close. Well, I'm still gonna take it because it's Guardian Angels. As you can see, my orbitals are now moving faster, and one of them is the Guardian Angel. If there had been a Sacred Heart in there, I probably would have I would have facepalmed really hard in a good way. Like, I would have just been like, ah, this run. Polyphemus in an I Am Air room. I mean, we did just get an angel room on a 25% chance of spawning one, because we got the devil room on the previous floor. So, I mean, we're not playing with silly chances. We're basically just tossing around a live grenade here. I hate these enemies. Nobody wants to... See, another library. I'm wondering if I can find a way to abuse this Book of Shadows, but until that time I'm going to keep the Book of Revelations. Yeah, the Book of Revelations behaves in a slightly weird way. If you remember, and it's been a little while, you unlock the Book of Revelations basically with the Harbingers. I guess I may be pronouncing that wrong. I had a conversation with one of my friends about it. Harbingers. And we find the Book of Sin, which gives us a just drop of some kind. But yeah, using the Book of Revelations gives you a Spirit Heart, but it also basically guarantees that you will find a Harbinger as a boss, which isn't terrible if you want a cube of meat. It's great, but if you've got, if you've already got a cube of meat and you don't really want the cube of meat companion, which is kind of another one of those slightly controversial items. Just because it's a familiar, it kind of behaves weird, it can push your bombs around, which can absolutely screw you. It's terrible. You can get utterly destroyed by your own cube of meat friend. It's really obnoxious when, out of nowhere, I dropped a bomb and your cube of meat buddy just goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna move this bomb and I'm gonna put it right next to you." Screw it, cube of meat's not terrible. And the habit. Oh man, if I had the D6, this run would have been friggin' shenanigans. As it stands, it might still be shenanigans if I can get that habit. I don't think I can. The secret room could be nice to me, but chances of me finding 13 more cents on this floor... we'll wait and see. I really shouldn't say anything about chances at this point. This game has been kind to me today. Just nice and simple. Polyphemus just... Eventually, I'm gonna have to start turning down Polyphemus and just not taking it, because it makes runs a little boring. But, as I've said in the past, if a game gives you an advantage, don't let it not give you that advantage. You might as well take everything it gives you, especially when it's going to try and be cruel. Because those runs where it hates you, it hates you. Like, it's not kidding around, it wants you dead, and you can like feel that palpable tension coming from it. So, as you can see, we got a Harbinger. Now, there is only one Harbinger per just general set of floors. So, like the basement / cellar, caves, and forget what the caves alternate one is called. Spelunker Boy! Oh, cool! I totally didn't even realize that we took no damage. But we get another angel room. It's the Bible. The Bible can be used to instantly defeat Mom. And it also gives... I'm really tempted to take this. And for one reason only, and that's because if I bum rush, like absolutely bum rush the depths, I could get the depths achievement for killing Mom by taking no damage. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Because it's just an insta-kill on Mom. You know what, I'm not going to ever bank on those runs. I'll let those runs happen when they happen. Because honestly, there will probably be a breaking run in which it happens. Though, you usually end up breaking on the depths, which usually means you take damage. Either way, let's check out this last room, see if we can find the secret room. I've got 12 bombs. Bomb for key. Well, bomb for key and checking for secret room. I'm okay with that. Okay. It was close. Now I could try and find the top secret room. Yeah. In fact, if I'm right, there's only 2 viable places for the top secret room. No. I could be wrong. I could be forgetting my rules for the top secret room. But if I'm correct, top secret room has to be off of... It has to be the only door... Like, there has to be only one door in the room, so it can't be touching more than one. And it can't be off of an end room. I could be wrong on that front, though. I might as well check here. I think it can't be off of... so now I don't remember all the rules. Do not remember all the rules. That's okay. Not getting the habit won't make this a terrible run. it's already much better than I could have possibly anticipated. Yeah, this is Isaac without the D6. Imagine what happens when those crappy items can become good items. Well. Well, I took damage, so... Though I probably would have used the Bible in this room. Just because I freaking hate these masks, man. Yeah, I did a kind of a bum rush. Well, now I'm going to get a Harbinger. Level 2 cube meat. Could be worse. At least it shoots. Part of the annoying part with the level 3 and 4 cube of meat is all of a sudden you're down in orbital. Like, you were doing good on orbitals, you had 3, or, you know, maybe you didn't have 3. But that you had orbitals, and then cube of meat will override one of your orbitals. Because that's how it works. Any orbital you have, if you pick up, there's only 3 orbitals that are non-flies. And that is, of course, Guardian Angel, Cube of Meat, and Sacrificial Dagger. Yeah, why not? Don't know flying. Been seeing this item a lot more than I usually do. It's worth at least a bomb. But those are the only 3 non-fly orbitals that you can have. So when you have them, you can't have any flies, and picking one up automatically overwrites a fly if you don't have an empty slot for an orbital. Which is fine most of the time. I mean, I definitely wanted a Guardian Angel instead of a fly. It's strictly better because it does just general damage. Whereas, that's funny, I marooned that silk fly. Yeah, silk orb. Well, because it deals damage to everything, obviously it's better than just doing damage to flies, and it still blocks shots, and it increases the speed at which your orbital is rotating, and who doesn't want that? It is strictly better. So, if you do get a level 2 cube of meat and then upgrade it to a level 3 cube of meat, you can't have it still in your orbital because it's running around and doing damage to stuff. So instead, they just, kind of take it away. There's no other way of putting it. They just take it away. You no longer have this. Justice. Justice isn't a terrible card. Kind of wanted to see if that was a penny, or if that was a counterfeit penny. That would have been useful. Now, I can't recall seeing any more tinted rocks other than the one we got the small rock out of. Challenge room here. Wow, that was just ugly. Gotta stop getting myself trapped in corners. You'd think I learned nothing. Alright, this room's almost done. Almost took damage there, that would've been stupid damage. Peace bone on the spikes. 2 of hearts isn't gonna be all that useful to me. I don't care. I've got enough soul hearts that I'm not going to take damage here. I'm already rolling on a really good chance for Angel Rooms, apparently. Whatever my seed is, it's definitely pulling me good random numbers. Just because we've gotten 2 Angel Rooms in a row, which, it's not like you didn't take Devil Room, you get Angel Room. It's, you didn't take Devil Room, you have a chance for Angel Room. And it's basically a new chance every time. You can always see a Devil Room, even after the first Angel Room. However, basically, when it comes down to it, I shouldn't have gotten pretty much both of those, because the first one that I got was right after I saw the Devil Room, which means that my chance of getting a Devil or Angel Room was 25% of what it should have been, which it was 100% at the time for both of them. But it means that they were basically both 25%, and we got 2 spawns off 25%, which is pretty nice. pretty nice chance. I mean, it's basically 1 in 16 chance of that happening. Now this is an unfortunate room. Mostly because I'm going to have to come back out of it at some point. Just gotta line these guys up, kill them. Oh my. Was not paying attention to the pits, was seeing where my shots were going so I could adjust. It's really nice not having to care about keys at all. Sure, we've got some good pills, and that is not any of them. So I'm going to keep this Pretty Fly pill. Mostly because I'm not going to need the 2 of hearts, and if I do get a level 3 cube of meat at some point, I can then replenish my orbital. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to come across something better to be carrying, but honestly, I'm not too concerned as of right now. But yep, as you can see, another Harbinger, because I used the Book of Revelations on this floor. Now we play chicken. You gotta be careful when he's flying at you. In fact, sometimes it's better to just not shoot at him, because you can knock him into you. And my speed is high enough that I can get away from him. Either your speed has to be high enough, or your damage has to be high enough that you can do enough damage to him to make him, you know, go into his little "oh no, you damaged me" face. Because then he stops and you can build some distance. Luckily, I did have both speed and damage, so I did get a little close there. We are in the depths. Unfortunately, I have already taken damage, so I do not have hope for that achievement. The Spelunker one was nice. I'm surprised that I managed to get that. I have so many keys, I don't even care. Sure, we've got good pills, and we've got a shop right here, so what can I not buy right now? The ladder. I really don't even need the ladder. The one benefit that I could get from picking up the ladder is that I could basically maroon myself. Which sounds like a bad thing, but isn't all that terrible. But basically, you know, if you leave yourself hanging out over a pit, the game will kind of not be able to figure out what's going on, and the enemies will just kind of stand there. Which can be pretty nice. It'll be generally easier to beat a room in that manner. Why not? Let's see what's in here. The relic. Okay, well, we actually unlocked this recently. It drops spirit hearts, which is really convenient. Every few rooms, I believe it's 4, we can count. Every 4 rooms, it will drop a whole spirit heart for us. So that's 1 room. It has nothing to do with how much damage you take in. These fetuses that are screaming around here are just terrible. Just die. I don't need to deal with you people teleporting around. The jukes, man. Getting outplayed by these zombies. That's 2 rooms. Okay, we got a challenge room. I'm not all that worried about. Maybe it'll have something good in it. You never know, it could always have an item. It's always a possibility. Luckily my orb will block that shot. 3. Yeah, why not? I'll just take it. Might as well take it right away. Might get a nice drop. Either way, I'm going to get a spirit heart at the end of this room. Even if it's not the relic paying out, I'll have the Book of Revelations. Part of the reason why getting the habit would have been really nice is in these floors where you still only take half a heart of damage, you're effectively invincible as long as you're not taking champion damage. Because the champions obviously do a full heart of damage. But if you take half a heart of damage and it heals you up halfway, and then you take another half heart of damage. Alright, so the relic did not drop a spirit heart, but we do get to use the Book of Revelations. But as I was saying, if you take damage, you take half heart of damage, and it charges up your Book of Revelations halfway, and then if you take, oh, see, there's 5 rooms for the relic. And then if you take another hit of half heart, You have taken a full heart of damage, and you then get to use the Book of Revelations, which gives you a half heart. Sorry, a whole spirit heart, which is effectively nullifying everything, all the damage that you just took. I didn't even mean to unlock that, but I don't even care. This is the last floor of the shop anyway. I don't care. So the rosary, it says faith up, or I actually didn't even read what it said. It says things. I'm gonna wait until I decide whether or not to take the bridge, the ladder. Basically, what it does is it takes your shop pool, the shop item pool, and it adds like 7 copies of the Bible to it, which just basically means, hey, if you pick up the rosary, your chances of finding the Bible in the shop on the next few floors is absolutely ridiculously high. Tammy's head isn't bad, but I think the Book of Revelations is going to serve us better. Although, it's true that because I have Polyphemus, I'm going to get Polyphemus tears off of Tammy's head. Spirit Hearts, always good. We found the boss. It's the Depths 2. So obviously I'm going to wait. Well, we can find out. I'm pretty sure it is. Which means this... I forget. I, like, just wrote up the Binding of Isaac University item video for Tammy's head, like, 2 days ago, and I don't remember how it synergizes with all of that. I'm pretty sure it still has all the base damage, because you get tear effects from it, like Mom's Contact, or just general poison damage, or teeth you can shoot. If you have max luck, Tammy's head shoots out all teeth. Man, this room again. Luckily I managed to kill one of those zombies right off the bat, and my orbitals actually took care of one of the fetuses that spawned right on top of me. So before it even damaged me, I managed to kill it. Okay. Hi, Arcade. Talk to me. Tell me what you know. There's some hearts on this floor, so I don't mind playing this a little bit. I'm probably going to end up getting the IV bag. Speak of the devil. Well, I could try and get Skatol, because if that were to actually happen... Wow. just wow. This run, man. You know, and another pretty fly pill. Because why not at this point? I don't even know. I think the game is just buttering me up, and then the second I start being able to enter the... It's just feeding me everything I want. And the second I can enter the cathedral and the chest, it's gonna just be like, sorry dude, all those good items, yeah, you only get so many of those per year, and now we're not gonna give you anything good. I can see it being mean like that. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm spending this time gambling. I don't know what I could possibly get out of this machine that I want. Telepills. Yeah, I actually do want a telepills. And I'm pretty sure I've touched on this in the past, but I'm gonna reiterate because I'd rather say it than not say it. And hell, it gives me something to say. You can get a devil room, or possibly even a angel room off of the mom boss fight, but it won't spawn in the room the first time you defeat them. Which basically means that it kind of spawns behind the scenes, and you have to teleport out of the room and walk back in. I'm out. Because I'm gonna have a teleport back out of that room, I'm not gonna kill everything. Did I enter? Yeah, I did enter that curse room. But because I have a teleport now, I can teleport out of the mom boss fight at the end, and then see if I got another angel room. Because if I were to get Sacred Heart on this run, it would be absolutely hilarious. I don't expect it to happen. I don't think it will, but hell, it could. It would be an interesting turn of events. Oh, and it's Red Mom. Red Mom! Hee hee hee. Her foot is actually an explosion. It's effectively an explosion, so you can take care of rocks with it. If you find yourself getting cornered in these rocks, you can use her foot. Oh man, I got hit by that. You can use her foot to clear out the rocks in the room. And I am just moving the bare minimum amount. And of course, forgetting that her foot isn't going to stomp. So that was easy. So you heard that angelic sound. And if I'm right, that means an angel room spawned. However, I still have to basically repass the chance when I enter the boss room. Because you'll notice sometimes you leave... Oh my gosh. If I had had the D6, and assuming I had managed to pick up that habit... Interesting that it spawned here. I mean, it's empty. Yeah, see, but it went away, because my chance failed. And that's a Tears Up pill. I'm gonna go grab the... Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the Pretty Fly pill, because I'm gonna get a Harbinger on one of these next floors. And I just want another Pretty Fly, because why not? I've got the Guardian Angel, I might as well abuse that fact. It was back in the arcade. I'm surprised we haven't unlocked more on some of these shenanigan runs like this. See, I can use one and get nothing from it, and then blow you up. That's another Tears Up. So the sad part is, I haven't even seen a second trinket, despite the fact that I have this purse. And I'm trying to think of all the viable... I forget what the starting room was... Was the starting room here? No. No. Secret room, where the secret room can be located, it could be located here. I doubt it, but it's possible. Where the secret room is located does partially interact with where the starting room is, and I believe this was the starting room. So I think that means it's possible for it to be here. I mean, why not? I'm probably just gonna gamble this money away, just for the sheer fact that I'm not gonna have any shops past this, so there's literally no point in having money. Well, sure. Speaking of, I get my... I don't know if I got that from it paying out, or from it exploding, or maybe from it exploding while it hadn't yet paid out, either good or bad. But the goat hoof just increases my speed. And to me, it always looks like a black mitten. Like a kid was wearing a black mitten and got his arm cut off. Like, I know that sounds absolutely horrible, but that's what I see when I look at that. Because, you know, you got like the... I don't really like that page. Just because you've got the what look like two bones sticking out of it. I mean, sure, we can play that game. I mean, the safety cap's not a terrible thing to have. I'm just thinking about whether I would want to trade it for the page. I don't think I would, because the safety cap could possibly get me health up or Tears Up pills, which is definitely worth that. I don't think the happenstance chance of getting hit causing the Necronomicon effect is worth it, because, well, you're dependent on getting hit at that point. And anything that depends on you getting hit is usually bad, because the reward doesn't outweigh the detriment of getting hit. Like, there's not a point in time where you would choose to get hit in order to gain a benefit, especially if it's a chance. And if it's a small chance to do it, it's going to be kind of like a random bonus. Like, oh, well, because you got hit. It's kind of like we're sorry you got hit, so we Necronomicon the room. It's not reliable, and reliable is generally better than... Oh, a pill we haven't seen. Bad trip. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. That means we can't get Mama's Boy because we just took damage. But hey, that sort of shit happens. As I said, I'm not aiming for those achievements anyway. Not right away. Maybe one of these runs I will, but not while I'm still just trying to unlock stuff. I mean, we don't even have the cathedral or the chest unlocked. I wanted to pick it up. Sure. At this point, the normal challenge rooms are boss challenge rooms from the beginning in terms of difficulty. But with Polyphemus, surprisingly, I haven't really gotten any other damage ups, which is unfortunate. I mean, we got some tears up stuff. But overall, Polyphemus was mostly it. You have to remember that Polyphemus takes your effective damage, adds 4 to it, and then multiplies it by 2. So it's absolutely shenanigans how much damage it does, especially when we're talking, you know, the damage that you do is not in the double digits when you start. I think base damage is 3.5. So you're doing like jack all for damage. I've used the Book of Revelations, so I will be getting a Harbinger. And I could have just waited like one room and not used it and not gotten a Harbinger, but I might as well at this point. I've got the Pretty Fly pill. I'm just going to eat through his sides. Because Polyphemus continues to fly after it hits something that it has enough damage to kill. Those zombies are inconvenient, but luckily he's killing them himself. I'm taking a normal amount of damage on this fight. Don't spawn anymore. Alright, so we now have a level 3 cube of meat. So I get my other Pretty Fly back. Oh, I don't get a Pretty Fly. Oh yeah, there it is. That's weird. That's an interesting bug. It's not like noteworthy enough to like write to somebody and be like, hey, but maybe I'll go put that in the wiki or something. So this room actually ended up being totally not worth it because I got hit by that bomb. It would have been a break-even point if I hadn't, or if I had managed to get out of that room while still on the bombs and vulnerability, but I did not have enough time to pick up the hearts and do that. That is another Pretty Fly pill that I will not ever be needing, so I'm just going to use it and get it out of my inventory. Now I am going to be going to Shoal after this, I keep forgetting. Oh, thank you, Relic. These are green, which means I think they... forget if they drop something special. But as you can see, level 3 cube of meat is actually... oh... I like that. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there. I need to not forget it. Oh, maybe I defeated a version of Chad. See, no, I thought Chad was the red one that had the different smile on his face. This game has bugs, it's true. It's still a ton of fun, but it's worth noting. Okay, I'll take Steven. I'll take a damage up out of a golden chest. Am I crazy? The answer is yes, because this is... oh man, are you kidding? What's gonna be more impressive is if I don't take damage getting... ah, I had to say something, I had to say something! So we got a tears up and a damage up. Like, solid damage and tears ups as well. Like, Sad Onion is a special item. I don't believe Steven is, but... dang, like, I'm happy about that. And another tears up? My tears stat must... what I would give for the cancer trinket right now. See, I learned. Don't say what I would give for cancer right now. Make sure you specify that it's the trinket. Otherwise it sounds absolutely terrible. But I am now doing shenanigans damage. I have more tears up. We have a lot of potential for secret rooms here. So I'm just gonna go a little crazy. And it's Super Greed. Super Greed is gonna get eaten alive by our cube of meat friend. He drops a tarot card. Could be some good tarot cards. Depending on what it is, I might save it, I might use it, we'll see. The Hermit, okay. Hermit's not great. We don't have a shop, so it just becomes a general teleport. Just a general random room with Monstro in it. Finish him off rather quickly. Yeah, that's a tears down. I don't want that. I'd rather have the random teleport. You never know when a teleport's going to come in handy. 9 times out of 10, it won't. Basically, the only place that a teleport is consistent. Another tears down. I mean, I did just get a bunch of tears uphill, so I shouldn't complain. But the only time that you'll find just in general, a teleport useful is the mom boss fight. Because chances are, if you are teleporting out of a room that is about to kill you, then pretty much any room you run into after that has a really good chance of killing you. Because even if you almost finish a room and have to bail, if you remember, you leave the room and guess what happens? Well, everything respawns in it, so you have to beat it again. So if you took, 3 hearts of damage in a room and are left with half a heart, well, you just reset the room to the point where you would take, 3 hearts of damage from it, so what are you expecting, to live on the second time through? So another way of getting rid of a doppelganger is having a cube of meat level 3 or 4, because it'll just eat him. So we didn't see a devil room or an angel room on that floor, which means we have a 50% chance, assuming we take no red heart damage on the floor at all. I don't know, once again, I don't know why I'm playing this. There's no reason for me to play this. I actually think that, no, these do not count as red heart damage for the floor. So as you noticed, I did get to play it twice without taking a second heart of damage. This is always true. Oh man, and I have a perfect place to get myself low for. Boss challenge rooms are always nice. I'm tempted to just do a lot of clearing. Ooh, okay, so a reason not to spend my money. This has been another good run. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna title this. There aren't that many puns with just General Isaac. Well, this is the womb too. I don't want to do the boss right now. I will crush the boss, but, well, I could. But I don't have a chance of getting an angel room from it because it's always a devil room that leads down to Shul at this point, so... No, I was taking care of one, he was taking care of the other. Oh, that's right, no, I didn't want to take that heart. Okay, I'm just gonna go do the challenge room right now. So the reason why I didn't want to pick up that heart is because there's a very good chance that in 6 plays, this room will this machine will actually pay out. And I'm not gonna double play it because I don't want it to pay out right now. It's gonna do it on this one because it's an ass. No. Okay, so it's being kind. So I'm gonna head straight to that boss challenge room. I have spirit hearts, soul hearts off the, Really? And this is what you give me? This is... Screw you. So I've got 19 coins. That means I can probably play him without having to worry about it. Okay, health up. I'm not gonna say no to some rotten meat. In this game, at least. I'll say no to it in other places, but nah, we don't want that. That's teleport pills. So I can just let him go a little nuts. And he will just eat everything. Go eat my doppelganger. You have to work for it. Alright. I think what I'm gonna try and do is... Yeah, I don't want you anyway, stupid cat of 9 tails. So as you can see, even though it's probably more optimal for me to literally just go straight for the boss right now, I have this tendency of just clearing everything out, because who knows what you're gonna find. You never know what is in the next room. That does work both directions, though. It can be something absolutely terrible. Like, this room actually would have been a pretty obnoxious room. But we are getting hearts from the relic, and we are blocking a lot of shots with our orbitals, so our chances of taking damage are pretty low, which means that as long as we don't get hit, as we can get like hit twice. I think it's twice in like 4 or 5 rooms, twice every 6 rooms, and we eventually basically just pay for our own exploration. Because we get 1 every 5 from the relic and 1 every 6 from the Book of Revelations, so just kind of assume you round up. Technically, if you were to take 2 damage every 6 rooms, you'd eventually end up profiting from it. And I did just take some damage there because I cannot block those laser shots. The Emperor. I will save that for the next floor, I think. Oh my. Well, that was unfortunate. Part of the reason why exploring all the floors, or all the rooms on the floor, can just be really useful in general. Because I would have known that I had more than one way to knock myself down with red hearts. I would have actually double played. But we do have an option for... There's a lot of chance. If I remembered which room was the starting room, I would have a better chance, but pretty much any single one of these upside down U symbols that we have, like every other room here, has the opportunity to be the secret room. Okay, let's gamble. Getting hearts is good because I need to spend them. Either on that demon beggar or that blood donation machine. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for, but it's something. At this point I'm tempted to just take the cat of nine tails, and unfortunately I wasn't pushing myself next to this enough. So if you remember, he gave me Skittle, which is why I have this wonderful pile of poop on my head currently. Which means that he will be able to be played forever. And we just sit here and hope that instead of giving us bombs and keys, he decides to give us hearts. Okay, luckily, our cube of meat friend actually, I think, moved that bomb far enough away that it didn't kill the beggar. Hearts, hearts, hearts. It's pretty much not important which head you click. Which head you bump into, because each skull rolls the same percentage chance. It doesn't actually pick one to put it in. It is literally just a random number generator. It just detects that you have bumped into it. And it determines... Oh man, because I needed keys! I'm immune to flies, so I literally don't even care about the bad stuff. I'm gonna speed this up by gambling in both places. I forget what this was. That was a bad trip, which I don't want. Because it will not heal me. Darn, I didn't need to pick that up. It won't heal me as much as I'd like it to. If I get down to a red heart or less, I have to have no spirit hearts for it to heal me. Oh, I'm out of money. Alright, well, let's play this. Sweet, we get the blood bag. Which means we have some nice health. I've only got 2 coins, but I can definitely spend this at the demon beggar and not feel bad about it. I forget what this is. Oh, that's right, that's the hermit. The Emperor's just gonna let me get to Satan, like, immediately. I shouldn't have run into that. Another tarot card? This will be good. I should have used it last time. And we get Shoop-to-Whoop. Sad day. I need to not continue to pick up this death card. Get out of there safely. Shoop-to-Whoop is... It's not worth it. It's not a good item. It recharges too slowly, it doesn't do enough damage. If you don't have anything else, it's better than having nothing. But in the long run, I'd rather just not even have it. I'm going crazy fast, so I'm trying to... Yeah, so he just pushed that bomb out of the way. With Polyphemus like this, we don't really have to worry all that much about killing the enemies, but sometimes it's just convenient to not have to worry about it. So I'm just going to keep pumping damage into it, and see right here, he's not even paying attention. He could be helping me. He could be doing some damage right now. He's just not paying attention. So I could end the game, but I think we've got a good enough chance. Yes, money equals power. We unlock this because we have, in fact, beaten the Womb 2 for... Oh, come on! See what I mean? There's a rock back here. And occasionally it's a tinted rock. That was kind of weird. I was, like, behind the devil there. So, we're just gonna do this. Isaac versus Satan. 2, 3. Counted just a little bit too fast. I'm not really all that worried about this boss fight. He splits into 2. The statue doesn't actually damage us, so you don't have to worry about it. Not until it actually comes alive and becomes Satan do you have to worry about it. And that one's just running away from Cube of Meat. Okay, Satan. With the orbitals that we've got, the chances of actually taking damage from him are pretty small. Those tears are big. Yeah, shoot lasers, they totally help. I actually just got hit by all 3 of those, but my orbitals stopped every single one. For some reason that bomb fly really surprised me, and I don't know why. The problem is I'm going to notice at the last second that my health is dropping, and that it's actually visible on screen. Because the second that happens, I will have... Well, I'll notice when the first heart disappears. When the first heart disappears, I'll have 7 health left. I'm actually not doing much damage for the sheer fact that I just keep missing. My tears rate is still pretty bad, despite having gotten a good number of pills. My orbitals actually chunked him really hard just by standing next to him. Mom's knife has appeared in the basement. I believe that is what you get for defeating Satan with Isaac. Now it's a little strange, we didn't actually get It Lives. You know, I'm not going to question. For some reason we managed to get 2 unlocks. Perhaps it's just a trait of everything is terrible, just because it's not actually an item unlock. And we did get something else that very well could be It Lives, which would mean some pretty interesting stuff, actually. I'm looking forward to unlocking Blue Baby and getting into the chest and all sorts of stuff, just because I think that that part of the game is the most challenging, and therefore it's the most interesting to watch, because you can see some runs that really shouldn't succeed out of pure skill. I don't think I will achieve that, but hey, I can dream, can't I? So instead of having overpowered runs, you can see some really close runs and some really intense stuff. At some point here, I would absolutely love to get some of my friends to race. I think that would be really cool. I have to convince them to do that, but it could still be a thing. And yes, killing Satan with Isaac does grant you Mom's knife. That is how you unlock that. But yeah, that was a pretty good run. The Polyphemus off of the I Am Air room was definitely really nice. I believe that's the first time we've seen the I Am Air room. Actually, no, did we see it last run? As I said, it's been a few days since I actually played Isaac, just because I was trying to put together all of the item videos, which should start coming out sometime next week, hopefully, depending on how long it takes for me to actually get this video up. That may or may not be accurate. I might also be slightly lying and then publish this video a little later so that I'm not lying as much, because this weekend and next weekend I'm very busy, and that's when I tend to do most of my recording. Although randomly at 1 o'clock at night is another time that I will occasionally do my recording. But yeah, overall, pretty good run. I'm pretty happy with it. Could have been better, could have been worse. Could have seen one of those Sacred Hearts, I was really hoping. We've got this interestingly umbilical perspective. I don't actually remember seeing this splash art before. Real fast, let's look at our secrets and see. Yes, we unlocked It Lives. So in fact, killing Satan did count again as another time defeating the Womb 2 boss. Basically just counts as a mob kill. So, fantastically, we will now have a new boss for the Womb 2. Basically, It Lives just a little bit different patterns, nothing too crazy. I think maybe a little bit more health, but overall, not significantly harder. And then, Mom's Knife, we just went over that. Money is Power, again. Another defeating of the Womb 2 boss. Spelunker Boy, the randomly and unplanned achievement of not taking any damage in the 2nd level of floors. The wafer is the last thing we unlocked last time. So, pretty cool. You can see my mom kills are slowly catching up to my deaths. We've found 110 out of 186, I want to say, items. 45 out of 97 secrets. We're about halfway. It's pretty cool overall. I'm not sure how many episodes this is going to take to unlock everything. I think the hardest ones are going to be the no damage achievements, but I'm not really going to count those as true goals. As I said, I'm not aiming for them. I just want them to happen as they happen. Because otherwise you could try forever for those. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. Because I'm basically going to turn this from the Ultimate Vanilla Run into General Isaac episodes in which I choose random shenanigans. So maybe, you know, one time I purposely pick Blue Baby and do some crazy stuff, because that's what you can do with Blue Baby. Or maybe I'll take some user-suggested challenge runs. We'll see what happens. We've got a lot of time and a lot of runs and a lot of things to unlock before then. So if you enjoyed what you saw and you'd like to see more, please click the button to subscribe to my channel. I try and release videos pretty constantly, but, you know, everything's subject to general life. Things get crazy sometimes. But yeah, feel free to like and favorite the video. Every little bit helps. I know that sounds really corny and every single YouTuber says it, but we only say it because we mean it. That's how the system was put into place. So even if you don't really agree with it, it still really helps us as people. And subscriptions are always nice too. And feel free to leave comments on what you liked, what you didn't like, what you learned, what you would like to learn. I am more than willing to address topics about Binding of Isaac or even other games, as long as you leave comments on those videos. I mean, you can even leave a comment that says, hey, when you're done with a run, just stop. Just stop. We just say goodbye and tell us to subscribe, stop rambling. Because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. But yeah, 110 items. That's how many videos that I need to put up. Those 3-minute videos, those add up when there's 110 of them. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope you subscribe. I hope you leave a comment, like, and favorite the video. And I will see you guys next time.